Hi everyone and welcome to your Niagara News Update for Friday, December the 2nd, brought to you by bulletnewsniagara.ca and ikfadtv.com. I'm Annie Sylvester. Let's check out the weather first of all. Clear skies tonight with a low of -1. Saturday sunny with increasing cloudiness in the evening. Winds from the southwest at 30 kilometers per hour. Late in the evening, a high of 7 in Niagara Falls. Well, the Niagara Parks Commission will meet via conference call over the next few days to make a final decision on Nick Walenda's bid to tightrope walk over the Niagara Gorge. NBC Chairwoman Janice Thompson said commissioners and staff are currently reviewing information Walenda provided when he appeared at a commission meeting November the 16th. Walenda spoke to them about his desire to walk across a steel and rope cable between the United States and Canada just in front of the Horseshoe Falls. Commissioners did not ask any questions. His 15-page economic study done by Toronto's Enigma Research predicted 120,000 people would watch the attempted crossing live and spend an estimated $20.5 million. That number would balloon to $122 million in legacy spending after 5 years, according to the report. The NPC has a lot to consider, including if Walenda's proposal gets the green light, other daredevils whom have applied to do stunts in the past may seek approval as well. After a long and sometimes entertaining process, politicians passed the 2012 financial plan that will cost the average taxpayer an extra $41. During the night, councillors pulled out every section of the budget and debated them all separately. In the end, nothing changed. Chairman of the Budget Committee, Pelham Mayor Dave Augustine, said it was a budget that protected services and ensured there was enough cash for future needs. An area of contention was a plan to top up reserves, which did survive in a 14-8 vote. Regional transit also was kept alive and will be paid for from the tax levy rather than emergency reserves. The inquest into the death of Fort Erie teen Riley Anzovino is set to resume on Monday. The inquest, which started on October the 31st, stopped on November the 7th when the presiding coroner in the case, Dr. Jack Stanborough, granted an application for adjournment to allow Anzovino's parents an opportunity to retain a new lawyer after dismissing their previous legal counsel. The teen died Boxing Day 2009 after an automobile accident on her way to Welland Hospital. One of the key issues being examined is to consider what role, if any, the conversion of emergency departments at Port Colborne General Hospital and Fort Erie's Douglas Memorial played in Anzovino's death. Marty Williamson coaches and manages the Ontario Hockey League's Niagara Ice Dogs, and on November the 24th, he stepped behind an OHL bench for the 500th time and was applauded by the Ice Dogs fans at the Jack Gatecliff Arena. Williamson talks a bit about the journey.
It's starting to mean some longevity in the league, which I think as a coach, it kind of means you've established yourself, and that's a good thing. I was awfully nervous when I first came into the league, and the OHL is a great league, and I wanted to get into it. I've been in Tier 2 in the lower leagues for a while, and now to be at my 500th game, it's kind of it's small at some point because the game I was coaching was against Stan Butler, who just reached his 1,000th game, and George Burnett's at 1,000. So when you think you're at 500, my goodness, and it seems like I've been in the league for a long time. I've got a long way to go to catch those guys. And Stan sent me a nice message after the game and congratulated me, and I told him I'm a long way behind him.
Williamson says he loves what he does and feels unbelievably blessed that he's been able to achieve his dream. Well, we have a lot more on the way as we take a short break here, including news about Grammy Awards for a Niagara Falls native, a big announcement about this year's New Year's Eve lineup at the Niagara Falls show, and video coverage of local band The Lucky One CD release party. Stay with us.
Hello, my name is Albert Zappatelli, and I'd like to welcome you and your family to Zappy's Pizza and Pasta in the great city of Niagara Falls. Our goal is simple: to provide the freshest and tastiest homemade food the city has to offer. There we are. Nothing frozen, nothing processed. Just back to basics like my family taught me. Thank you and enjoy.
Welcome back, everyone. Niagara Falls native Joel Zimmerman, also known as Deadmau5, has been nominated for 3 Grammy Awards. Zimmerman is up for Best Dance Recording for Raise Your Weapon and Best Dance Electronica Album 4x4 = 12. Zimmerman also received a nomination for his remix of Rope, a song by the Foo Fighters. Zimmerman was nominated for a 2009 Grammy but did not win. The award show was scheduled in Los Angeles in February. Some big acts are to come to Niagara Falls for New Year's Eve celebrations this year. Juno Award winner Keisha Shante will be just one of the talented artists and bands to take to the stage in Queen Victoria Park, as the honeymoon capital again hosts Canada's largest televised New Year's Eve event. And the other big act is none other than the Sheepdogs. Now, the Sheepdogs are a Canadian rock band from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, who have risen to stardom with their southern blend of rock after beating out 15 other bands to land on the cover of the prestigious Rolling Stone magazine. The nationally televised free concert draws upwards of 40,000 people to the park. And speaking of great bands, local punk group The Lucky Ones recently held a CD release party for their latest recording, and I was there to talk to the guys at the Merchant Ale House to find out a little bit more. Well, I am here in downtown St. Catharines at the Merchant Ale House with the band The Lucky Ones. Actually, 3 of the 4, because we have someone having a shower. He's on baby duty, yes. Right? Okay, fair enough. Guys, tell me who each of you are and what what you do in the band.
I'm Steve Stumble, and I do vocals.
Christian Wicki, guitar.
Maddie Murphy, drums.
Okay, guys, so we are here for a CD release party. I have actually got it here. It's called Heartbreak, Hangovers, and Punk Rock. Tell me a little bit about the inspiration and about this album I'm holding.
Well, we started recording this album actually in April, and we recorded part of it in the NGen studio here, and then we did part of it in Steve Risen's studio. Drive Studios.
Is that local?
Remember, and it's in
Woodbridge.
Woodbridge.
Okay, so it's not local. It's like Toronto.
Yeah.
He's already
So yeah, we did it and it's done. We've been just trying to get the artwork together and funds together to do it all, and here it is. And we didn't get our vinyl in time, but
You guys are going to press some vinyl?
yeah, we did vinyl too this time.
What do you think about that? That's pretty cool, eh? Vinyl's really making a comeback.
Vinyl's the best. Like,
What's so good about vinyl for those who might be sort of the younger audience and they want to know?
it's so much fun to play. Like, you got to put it on, you got to turn it over. It's fun, and you got it's big. You could see everything.
That's what I was going to say. You can have the sleeve, right, where you can have your picture plastered everywhere.
You should just admit, though, it's just like we're old. That's why vinyl's awesome. We don't have to buy a new technology. It's like, oh, I just dug out my record player from the garage. Sweet. Like, MP what?
It feels like you're getting something, right? You're getting like a physical package, and we actually put CDs in with the vinyl sleeve too, so you get both.
Yeah.
So if you want to play it or rip it into your iPod or whatever, you got both. Or if you don't want to play the vinyl, so it's kind of cool. You get both.
So listen, for people that are interested in picking up this CD, where can they get it? Is it available through wide distribution, or what's the deal?
It will be in the new year. We decided not to release it until the new year, like to retail and iTunes and all that kind of stuff. But you can get it at our shows and stuff for now and stuff. So.
And what is the website that people can find out information about what's going on with your tours and merchandise and all that sort of thing?
Well, we have a Facebook group.
Yeah.
I'm not just the Lucky Ones Facebook group.
Stumble Records.
Yeah, Stumble Records.
Okay, so probably Stumble Records is the best place to go because you guys don't have a website for just the bands. Okay, awesome. Well, listen, guys, break a leg tonight. Thanks for talking to us. And
Might break a hip too.
And that concludes today's program. Thank you so much for joining us. From everyone here at Bullet News Niagara and Ikfad TV, I'm Annie Sylvester. Have a great weekend.